Hello, it's Sunday and it's Sirius Joy Alive. And we are live right now in Palm Springs, California. Trying a new schedule this week. We're going to start off on Sunday and roll until Thursday. This is so we can line up with Alexis this week. We'll also have some readings today, and it's not too late to buy a read time. Energetically, things are shifting. And tonight, after our show, keep streaming for Soul Horoscopes. We'll have a preview of that in this show as well. So let's have a good time, folks. Let's kick off the week on this fabulous Sunday evening. If you're watching us on YouTube, please be kind and do subscribe to our YouTube channel at SiriusJoy TV. Please click like on this video, and if you don't mind, hit the bell button so you're notified so we collectively defeat the algorithm overlords. The Sirius Joy nonlinear TV network is simulcasting right now on many media affiliates, including Instagram, X.com, and Facebook, just to name a few.
Aloha! I'm Mary, and I'm inviting you to experience the mystical world of the tarot with me. As a tree-hugging dirt worshiper, a retired wildlife biologist, and a sprite of the forest, my readings take you into the realms of elemental creativity to unearth a deeper awareness for those big decisions that you have in life. The first 50 viewers to email me with the coupon code below and book a reading will receive 50% off that reading. I can't wait to see what the cards have in store for you. Mahalo nui loa.
At Hair Intelligence, we believe that every strand of hair has its own voice and needs. By combining ancient wisdom with modern biochemistry, we create pure, organic solutions that work in harmony with your hair's natural biology for optimal hair health naturally. By choosing simplicity, sustainability, and science-backed natural solutions, we help our clients transform their hair, whether it's repair, regrowth, or simply radiant, healthy manes they seek.
All of her products have completely changed my hair. I like to call it magic in a bottle. So if there's one thing that she knows, it's hair.
Before using Karen's products, a few years ago, I struggled with various hair challenges, including alopecia, and now I've overcome them, and I've just fallen back in love with my hair.
Get your best hair with clean, organic products that are catered to your hair's unique health and longevity. Get 20% off your first purchase at Hair Intelligence by entering code SiriusJoy20 at checkout. Rediscover your hair's true potential.
If you're watching us on YouTube, please be kind and do subscribe to our YouTube channel at SiriusJoy TV. Please click like on this video, and if you don't mind, hit the bell button so you're notified so we collectively defeat the algorithm overlords. The Sirius Joy nonlinear TV network is simulcasting right now on many media affiliates, including Instagram, X.com, and Facebook, just to name a few. Sirius Joy Academy is now offering gift certificates called Gifted Scholarships in 6-month, 9-month, and 1-year increments. This is the first time we've ever offered this. Sirius Joy is the most accurate astrology service in the world. And now you can stun your loved ones with a spiritual mirror that helps them every day. Visit SiriusJoy.academy to make your purchase. That's SiriusJoy.academy. Available now. If you're watching us on YouTube, please be kind and do subscribe to our YouTube channel at Sirius Joy TV. Please click like on this video, and if you don't mind, Hit the bell button so you're notified, so we collectively defeat the algorithm overlords. The Sirius Joy nonlinear TV network is simulcasting right now on many media affiliates, including Instagram, X.com, and Facebook, just to name a few. Hi there, welcome to Sirius Joy Alive. I'm Sensei Christopher Witecki, and we're here on our new Sunday evening preview date. From now on, we'll be going live on Sundays and playing through Thursdays. That's because people kind of really nod off on Fridays. They're tired, they don't want to focus, and we don't want to waste all of each other's time. So we're going to focus on Sundays, which is great because we're going to end up launching into Soul Horoscopes, which is our flagship show, moved now to Sunday nights, and we are happy to be the lead into that. We'll have extra features and some extra plays in the show. It just really just opens up our potential. So how's everyone doing? I'm wondering if we have people in the chat. People found us here in this new time. Quite all right, because this is designed to be sort of a kickoff to the week so that you can hang out with us into Sirius Joy's Soul Horoscopes, and we can kick off the week and plan for the week. Remember, part of this whole thing of Sirius Joy Live is that it's time to plan a day ahead. The present is the present is the present. And so if we work one day ahead, we go to bed with the sleep intention to rock our world the next day, we feel like we're going to be able to do that one step at a time. How's everyone feeling out there? In chat, let us know how you're feeling today, because we've gone through a lot of emotional weekend. I think it's been a very intense weekend because we are changing big time. We are still in the Capricorn energy, and what we had was a powerful, going forward, a powerful new moon last weekend. This weekend, we're chiming into the new step 4 of our belonging with ourselves. We're in the very tippy-toe stages of Aquarius energy. And if you don't know, Aquarius, the age of Aquarius, is all about being where you belong. And where you belong comes down to a simple formula that operates on the earth, invisible to modern science. And that is that flocks of a feather will stay together. Two hearts that beat will beat as one. That frequency stays with frequency. And so if things are happening frequently, they're similar to someone else, your timeline will be put next to theirs. If you are something that happens infrequently, your timeline will be put next to theirs. And so we are being attracted to new communities, new ways of coming together, new ways of seeing the world, and new ways of seeing the future. And this week, we make some remarkable progress. In fact, I'll have the actual forecast, the emotional weather forecast, for you at the second part or the second act of the show. So you can always catch it here on this evening, and you'll see them played out through our social media too. As we said, please be kind and do subscribe if you're watching. Do us a favor and leave a comment. Leaving comments is the best thing you can do. I got to tell you, folks, right now there's something going on when it comes to our ability to get programs out there. You know, we don't know exactly what it is. We'll bring in our best psychics and we'll be revealing what we find. But the point is we have to actually be our network now. We have to be the network, all of us, right? So we're in a very interesting moment here. Someone's saying there, Carrie's saying she's feeling collective anxiety, but I am experiencing an ice storm at the moment. Well, there you go. So let's talk about that, Carrie. Yeah, feeling an ice storm. So that means that people, I imagine that where you are, people have gone cold on themselves. And so it's time for them to warm up to themselves, do some fun responses to themselves. So, remember your weather is also an indicator of the collective in your area. We have Peaceful and Graceful. Hey, hello to Luis. Jill's learned Peaceful and Graceful. That's one of her masteries. And let me just go into our report. This is a live show, which is great. Oops. We're getting a little notices here. I think let's see here. Let's talk about our theme of the week, basically, what's going on. And we have a couple of stories. Okay, we have questions. Okay, I was way advanced here. Let me go through the hours once again. Sirius Joy Live will now be live on Sundays. Starting on Sundays, our Sunday edition. This will be more of a spiritual edition, a slower edition that kicks off the themes of the week. And then we'll be going to our 7 p.m. Eastern is when we go live with this, by the way, every day of the week. And we end every day of the week at 9 p.m. Eastern. And on Sunday nights, 9 p.m. Eastern, we do Soul Horoscopes and the Emotional Weather Forecast, which is a lot of fun. So, I'll tell you what, I'm going to tease the week, and then we're going to take a commercial. And when we come back, we'll work on some of our programs coming ahead. And you can do, if you'd like to purchase a reading, now is the time. We'll book you in this evening. If you can purchase that reading, go to SiriusJoy.shop for that, SiriusJoy.shop. And you'll see we have a new variety of readings you can choose from too. So we're always adding on little kind of versions of the readings. And right now, y'all are lucky. You're pioneers. Take advantage of this moment. There's lots of slots available because I guarantee you they will be sold out. We'll be right back after this. If you're watching us on YouTube, please be kind and do subscribe to our YouTube channel at Sirius Joy TV. Please click like on this video, and if you don't mind, hit the bell button so you're notified so we collectively defeat the algorithm overlords. The Sirius Joy Nonlinear TV network is simulcasting right now on many media affiliates, including Instagram, X.com, and Facebook, just to name a few.
Aloha! I'm Mary, and I'm inviting you to experience the mystical world of the tarot with me. As a tree-hugging dirt worshiper, a retired wildlife biologist, and a sprite of the forest, my readings take you into the realms of elemental creativity to unearth a deeper awareness for those big decisions that you have in life. The first 50 viewers to email me with the coupon code below and book a reading will receive 50% off that reading. I can't wait to see what the cards have in store for you. Mahalo nui loa.
All right, we are back. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Sirius Joy Live. This is our live 5 days a week show. That's right, 5 days a week. And this came about because Spirit told us actually to start broadcasting live. Apparently, there's something mega coming up here. In fact, I'm getting an all points bulletin from Higher Self that we're moving forward now with whatever is supposed to be planned this lifetime. I don't know. It's been a big secret. They didn't tell us up there in heaven until we incarnated. They haven't told us now. But we do know that there's quite a transformation happening on the planet. And Sirius Joy wants to be the eyewitness news, the third eyewitness news, to catch that for you and report to it. We're going to start with a question. This is the best way to get the best out of me because I am a master of astrology and putting back together disaster. Let's see here. Segment 2. Our questions go, basically these are several questions that people have purchased. There's a one-off question. We'll put it on the screen and we're going to just answer the question from simply the step numbers of the sun, moon, and the rising. Isn't that incredible? Question. When am I most likely to connect with the community where I feel included? I felt socially excluded and invisible for decades. Oh, that's a good question. Well, let's see here. With that Pisces ascendant, I think to some degree what we have been waiting for was the last stuff. Leo, you got to get in your heart. And so that's going to be the role signaler that defines your community. Your community cannot see you without your, your, what do they call it? Your warning light. What do they call that? Like the floodlight that goes around in circles. What does it call that? I cannot think of all of a sudden. A lighthouse. You've got to become a lighthouse. And a lighthouse is that you love yourself and you just keep spinning around in circles and going to where your heart feels like you should go. When we say lead by the heart, we mean do what your heart loves. You want some ice cream? Go get some ice cream. You'll see maybe on the bulletin board right there in Baskin Robbins, you'll see like an opportunity for something. It's when we are following our heart that we find that opportunity. You're asking when, though. When's a complicated question because when depends on lots of different things. But ultimately, with the Leo sun sign at 21 and you having a rising of Pisces, let's see, that puts, interesting. That puts your sun in the 6th house. So I would say what we're waiting on right now is you to get more in touch with your heart. I don't think you know precisely what your heart wants out of this community, or you're maybe visibly protecting it every day. So what I recommend is in the mornings, you have a little powwow with your inner child and you see how he or she is feeling. And you create protections for him or her to feel better, right, throughout the course of the day. Make sure you give each feeling a goal where you want them to feel by the end of the day. And when you set that emotion, now you set in motion your ability to have fun. And I would include 3, wishes a day right now. So give your heart 3 wishes a day for an unlimited period if you want to go on, because you'll just keep growing. And what will happen is you'll begin to get into the rhythm of what your creation is. What I'm picking up on psychically, and this is only psychically, is around your birthday. So community comes around your birthday. And you may wonder, why I have to wait so long? Good question. Why do you have to wait so long? It's your show. I think it's because of your Pisces ascendant. I think your ego and your mind are teaming up on you, and you are taking too much time trying to figure it out thinking, and you're trying to figure out what I should do next, which is the ego. And what needs to happen is to be mindful of your heart, because your heart will gently guide you there. You are very much ruled by your heart with that 15 ascendant, and also at the same time, a 21 Leo sun. That 21, that one only is fun if you emotionally nurture yourself, right? So if you put yourself in the practice of enjoying yourself, removing all criticism, and getting on a fun path, something fun every day, believe it or not, that's when you channel something responsible and what's going to happen. And then from that point, you go toward that responsibility, you go toward that desire, and the people that you find along the way is your new community. But I'd say the community is just not breaking free. And we're seeing just the beginning signs of it, of new people coming together. And even when I bring it up, like in like parties and stuff, they kind of feel weird. They feel like they're with the weird wizard, locked in a room with the wizard. Someone's like, never mind, we'll be fine. So thanks for your question. We appreciate it. All righty. Question number 2, Carrie, Sun degree Pisces, a Grandmaster Pisces. 19 Pisces moon. My goodness, this is a full house. And 10 degree Sagittarius ascendant. So, just to put that out there, Grandmaster Pisces, you are one with your spirit. It is impossible for you to ignore your emotions around intuition. You're here to manifest a spiritual mission with your Pisces moon, and you're here to manifest your own story. So you manifest your story. So it looks like you were an example. This is an example lifetime. Here's a question for you, us. Feeling like I'm in limbo regarding moving forward in my life related to career and purpose. I think I've figured out the gist of what I want to do, but the opportunities aren't abundant yet. Continue. My time is also ticking to have kids, and while my husband has been ready, I don't feel like I can leap into that when I know my career right now is not in healthcare. I guess that's it, huh? Well, Carrie, actually, I feel the opposite. I feel like that they're not going to launch the fun stuff until you're secure. You've got to keep the secure job, because you can't take a risk in following your dreams if you don't have something solid to fall back on. And so I feel a promotion coming up in your job. I feel some work in your job to stabilize. I also feel some inspiration in your job. I think you draw inspiration from the stories you see as a nurse. I don't think you should look at your job as a nurse as a job. I think you should look at it as a research and development for your own brand, and look at it that way. Quit calling it a job in your head, because you're just carrying that out with all kinds of icky feelings, and you're just spoiling the party, and you're not fun to be around. So we want to be fun again. And remember, as a step 7 Pisces, your most magical words are, it's okay. It's okay. It's starting late. It's okay. Don't know where it's going. It's okay that I've written half of it. It's okay. I have only half the script done. It's okay. It has to all be okay, because that's what the world is about. And you are the king, queen of okay, or here to be. And from that okay, you can build anything. Okay. But I think overall, this is a period for you where, especially with that, that ascendant, that Sag ascendant, you are learning new emotional boundaries. A lot of what holds you back is that you haven't defined clearly what makes you feel okay. So if it makes you feel okay to start at 1, start at 1. If it makes you feel okay to start on Thursdays, start on Thursdays. If it makes you feel okay to take your shoes off during the shoot, take your shoes off. Whatever makes you feel okay, that will guide you to the most compassionate way. And that's ultimately what's happening. I don't have your Black Moon Lilith local, but I'm getting a lot of Black Moon Lilith, fear coming up in you. And fear is a lack of the fact that parent walked away from the child and let the child be alone. That's why we're afraid, is when we leave ourselves alone, we abandon ourselves. So get back in line, get back to next to that inner child. And thank you for your question. We look forward to us hearing from you. Report in. Tell us how things happened for you. Yay. You guys like my speeding clouds? All right, Mandy. Ooh, 22 degrees Leo. That's fun. 9 degree Virgo rising. 14 degree Libra moon. Virgo rising, Libra moon. Let's pick it up with some stuff here. So the question is, after several years of upheaval, those are our magic words. Just kidding. We hear that every day. 7 years of upheaval. It's true. What do the 2026 transits indicate about stabilization, growth, and on-course correction in my life? I've got bad news for you, Mandy. There is no stabilization this year for any life. There is a lot of growth, though, tremendous growth. And course correction. But actually, it's that you didn't realize it's not a course, it's a golf course. Like, it's that sort of like, oh, okay. It's a big wake-up call. You could not have prepared for it more than what you have. This isn't one where you can overstudy and push the bell curve of the test in your favor. We all get graded fairly, and we're getting graded by ourselves. I think what's important for you is the development of your 2. Okay. So a 22 degree Leo sun means that you are here to transmute and to enchant the people in front of you. And you enchant them by giving them 2 different notes, the first note of the 2 and the second note of the 2. You play both notes. When you play both notes in sequence of 1 to 2, they start to transforming it pulled towards the 2, and they transform, or what's the word? How to alchemize. That's the word I was looking for. They alchemize their response to you. So you are an alchemizer. Take 2 alchemizer and call me tomorrow. But the problem is that Libra moon, I think, what happens is you pick up some feelings, your heart doesn't like it, And so you break down emotionally and you stay stuck in your head. So I think your head has no business running the show with your feelings whatsoever. Fire your mind. Okay. Your mind is there only to communicate your feelings, and that's for your projects, not necessarily for a person. You don't have to communicate how you feel to someone. You want to do what makes you feel safest. So I feel like basically we're waiting on you stabilizing, focusing on your growth, and correcting your course, basically. And what that comes down to is you've built everything out of logic. You've gotten as far as you can out of pure might. And now that you have logic and pure might in place, it's time to drift. At whatever pace that you have to drift at, just drift into your proper place in line, and you'll find that you're there in this first race. Honestly, this first game that we're about to play here in the next 6 months is going to set the standard for all games in the future. So if anyone has any doubts that they are not lucky right now, okay, please come to us. We'd love to tell you about how we disagree. Hope that answers the question. Yeah. Excellent. Do we have any peanuts on this flight? Just wondering. All right. Our next question is Ellie. Is this correct? I just feel like we read. No. My goodness. We just had another 7-degree Cancer Pisces, right? We have Ellie, who's a 7-degree Cancer sun. So another spiritual intuitive, another I materialize Sagittarius degree. So notice so far, 2 of our questions have had 19 degrees Sagittarius. That means, and they're coming out with questions right before they start to materialize some story and some belief structure, and they are important links wherever they are. And this person is particularly helpful with being a 26-degree Cancer moon. This person can make commitments that will make everyone feel good about it. And that's a very powerful talent that you'll build to as you become more aware yourself. The question is, I'm a Cancer sun and a Cancer moon. What's the difference between the two? Well, that's a good question. The sun is your heart. It's love. And love is creation energy. It is Christ consciousness. It is, the bow chicka bow wow that comes out of us when we dance. It is, all the rainbows and all the ideas and just all the fun stuff that there is. It is God consciousness incarnate is what step 1 is. And so that's the sun, step 1. The sun is the center of your soul. It's the center of your soul system. Everything orbits around your heart, the sun. Now, this is the problem. For you, everything does not orbit around your heart. Why is that? I think because to some degree, you have a very strong, opinionated ego that has a lot of desire to do certain things, and you're trying to be all things to all people, and where you're stuck is actually, maybe not pleasing everybody. You cannot please everyone if you want to make them get them in the finals. If you want to get some people into the finals, you cannot please everyone. You will only please the people you can please. But don't worry, God created a other teacher that will do that for those people. So I think we get a little worried too much about being accepted, when if we look up, we have a full classroom. You are accepted, right? So these are the games we're trying to get rid of. Now, the difference between the sun and the moon is the sun is our heart, as I mentioned, and that's step 1. And then as soon as we love, we immediately feel it, step 2. So feelings are the reflection of the creative energy. It's a reflection of the soul. It's our energy in motion, emotion. But truthfully, emotion is very complex. It's a feeling, which is the sensation of a vibration. So the human body has the ability to detect vibration outside of it and within objects. And so we have the ability to then transmute our own frequency based on having that one sample to go from. We go above the sample or below the sample or whatever. And we go through space-time by doing this. So we are sort of cosmonauts learning how to space travel in a Parker Brothers game made in the late 5000s. Hope that answers the question. All righty. Okay, folks, let's see what we got here. We're going to take a little wrap and take a question here. And we take a commercial. We come back. We got a surprise for you. If you're watching us on YouTube, please be kind and do subscribe to our YouTube channel at Sirius Joy TV. Please click like on this video, and if you don't mind, hit the bell button so you're notified, so we collectively defeat the algorithm overlords. The Sirius Joy nonlinear TV network is simulcasting right now on many media affiliates, including Instagram, X.com, and Facebook, just to name a few. Hi, we are Sirius Joy Alive. And we say alive because, live isn't enough. We got to be alive. And it's not quite Saturday Night Live. It's Sunday Alive on Sirius Joy. I want to remind you that following this show, which is a 2-hour block, we will have our soul horoscopes and our emotional zodiac weather, or emotional weather forecast, as we like to put it. And we are doing readings here today. There's a live purchase reading that'll be coming on here in just a minute or two. It looks like we're actually ready for her, but let's make sure we have her chart. But let's bring her up. If we're going to do the reading, let's just do it up. I'll talk to her while we pull up her chart. Hi, how are you?
Christopher.
How are you? It's nice to see you.
I'm well, a little nervous, but I'm here.
Oh, it's cool. No one even knows we're on the air yet.
Right? Everyone's watching football.
Pretty much, yeah. I mean, that's a religion, and it's a good one, And I prayed to touchdown this morning. Just kidding. But how are you today? How are you feeling in this transition? I mean, what's your sun sign, first of all?
Virgo.
Okay. All right. Then we're gonna get a good sample here. Like what you're feeling. I mean, it's like you've got lots and lots of words, right?
Yeah, I feel like a kettle that's ready to blow its whistle. I just don't know which way to direct my enthusiasm.
I would follow your joy. I'm not kidding. People keep asking the same question, and I'm not being rude or trying to be, but it's the same answer over and over again. If you would enjoy, making the movie poster for the movie you've never made yet, make it. If you would enjoy, writing the script, if you enjoy writing the commercial that's in the first, write the commercial. Like, just create what your heart wants to create right now. It will completely magically display to you the path.
I'll tell you, the idea essentially is I'm a realtor, and I was trying to borrow your ideas and kind of apply it to other agents and kind of use that as a way to reintroduce myself. I was kind of on a parental sabbatical.
Love that.
And everything's changed. And so I'm trying to reintroduce myself. And I thought if I kind of offer other agents kind of free marketing as a way to showcase their talents, it'll showcase my ability to, relate to other agents in the field. And I think that's a power move too, because a lot of times agents kind of like to work with people they know. And I feel my strongest suit is the agents I've cultivated relationship with in the last 10 years.
Wow.
Yeah, I was an assistant to a pretty, high-end agent. So it was pretty, neutral. Like, I wasn't a threat. I was just the, assistant. And now that I became my own because of some, hardship, but it was kind of the push out of the nest, and I'm doing well. But again, I kind of had a sabbatical period with raising kids. And so now that I'm coming back, it feels like going from a flip phone to an iPhone with, AI and everything else coming on, and I need to be creative. Postcards isn't going to work, those typical things. And so I'm trying to really think outside the box. And the few people I've mentioned the idea to mention, it's kind of like Between Two Ferns. And I'm like, yeah, it's satire. I don't really want to be an expert in that capacity. I really want to show people or showcase agents and their personalities in a way that sometimes you don't get, in an advertisement piece or even when you're holding an open house. And so I thought that could be a lot of fun.
That'd be great. I think it's a great idea. First of all, I want to tell you, you're way ahead of schedule. So you're way ahead of schedule. And so that means you plan to like scrap a couple ideas. That means that you should be experimenting fun, in an entertaining pace. I am picking up, I did pick up something with the agent there again. I lost it, but I'll bring it back up. Just some ideas. There's a lot of ideas floating, and one of the things that's happening is you're creating community.
Right.
Yeah, and I think that's what you're really creating is community. And I think it's what you're good at too. So one of the things you're good at. We'll look at your chart here in a second.
Thank you.
But at the same time, creating the capacity for a new lifestyle that is based on keeping you. So your job now is to feel good. That's it. If you feel good, you will perform. So you don't have to worry about performing. You have to worry about feeling good or gooder. So in a way, your responsibility changed. You are the high maintenance actress that wants green M&Ms only. You are that person. You are and don't put upon others, put upon yourself, because then others will be inspired to take it upon themselves. And then so the workload will go down if there's an example that says do it yourself. But I also think people need permission too. You know what I'm saying? So I'm picking up that you have a very creative team, and they don't have a lot, like they want more fun. Like I think they want like to be able to create more. And I think you're in a position to do to what you can, right? Like, so Spirit is saying, don't be afraid of creating something that will never be seen by anyone but them.
Okay.
Like that's their stuff. Like that's their project. Let them have something special. So what they're saying, like something special that's just them, that makes them special, and lets them be in a special learning curve. And if they have that, then they have unlimited energy for the new people.
Thank you. Sorry, I'm writing all this down. Okay.
That's great. And we're recording it too. So
Cool.
One of the big challenges coming up is self-love in the organization's thinking and in your thinking in particular. So you go south fast.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just a, God damn it, you jerk. No, I love you. Never mind. Like it's a little schizophrenic, like very quick, like lose it, drop it, pick it up, pack up really fast. Like, you're not like losing everything, but so they're suggesting being proactive. So being proactive means, okay, when shit hits the fan, this will be my magic word. So you prepare your response of loving yourself ahead of time. Have it ready to go. Okay.
Okay.
It's like it's coming up, and you're like, I don't know what to say. And like you just have that thing preloaded. Have a couple of shotguns with self-love shots at yourself. That makes sense. You're reprogramming your mind. You're reprogramming your trauma. And you unfortunately are like me, like when things start getting peaceful, you worry.
Right.
That's your trigger. So recognize that it's always peaceful before any storm. And so there is a storm coming. There is. Stop seeing the obvious. Right? Okay. See yourself, right? That's how you do it. You're like, I'm afraid there will be. No, you know that when it's peaceful, it's followed by a storm. That's your script. So let's quit playing games like we don't know, and we know. And then we'll start to read better. So there's some acceptance there, I think. You have been accused of making things up. And the truth is you were in that past life. And the problem was that there was nothing wrong with making things up. But so as a result, you're like have this weird thing, like if you don't have like a solid thing inside you to point to, you're concerned you'll be accused of making things up again.
Helpful. Thank you, Chris. Okay.
You're welcome. I'm not saying she's a liar, folks. She embellishes in she's a good storyteller. That's what it is. It's just a good storyteller.
Say again?
You're a good storyteller. Yeah, it's like if you're gonna tell a story and one part of it's dull, yes, you change it to be cool.
Thank you.
That's a storyteller. That's an entertainer. You're an entertainer. It gets them out of their funk. It has other means, and yeah. And there's a writing project you're going to commit to soon. Once you get over this little hump of like, Lilith getting her way all the time.
Okay.
You have any other questions?
I guess not. Just a second. Fun. And you mentioned creating community and fun. So what would be like a go-to loaded gun if I needed a surge of fun?
Well, what is your community? How do you describe it? I mean, where's it coming from? From for the mothers? Is it
No, it's thin. I feel like it's almost non-existent. That's why I feel like I need to do something really big, really creative, really new to just see what works and what doesn't. And again, just being among other experts that bestow their calm, their cool onto me. I feel like that does something for me. Okay, cool. And you're funny, I feel. So it's like I'm being shown like a kind of like making fun of a cult in the sense that like you bring your friend to cult day, and everyone work on them join the cult. Like it's like an obvious sort of like over the top, like but actually we're just being stupid because we're tired of how things being so stupid, and how's your life? Kind of thing. Like, okay, I like that. Something like but it's definitely bring your friend to cult day. Like it's like that's not that the title you come up with it, but it's like right. This is to grow your community. Everyone needs to bring a friend. Okay. And then like have if you can readers there, someone practitioners, just people that will jump in their advice, because a lot of people are feeling useless. That's what I'm feeling, and it's just because of like the timing of when you guys go on stage. Okay. It's not like we can get into a personal reading, but there's still a lot of deep healing happening in your community. Thank you. Yes. Some deep community, like because there's a lot of really great leaders there, and leaders are the last done. Right.
The last one's like the last one's off the boat. The last one's healed. The last. That's why they say the best for last, right? So the problem, everything's fine. It's just I think there's a lot going on privately. That's and you're feeling their emotions, and you're hoping it's not you, right? And what you're doing, and it's
That's
not you. It's
helpful.
them. It's
Sorry.
them. Yeah, it's them. That's okay.
Okay,
We expect that. We actually sent her a text message, asked her to do that. Just kidding. So yeah, play's fun. There's a big writing project coming for you soon. So don't forget you have to claim your space at the table.
Space. Okay.
Just say, I'm going to be the next, da da da. You repeat every day. Like I'm going to be the first one to do this. I am. Just hold your space. Leave space for me at the table. Intend to be there. Intend to be there with bells on. So leave a space for me, right?
Wow.
So you don't think to have them do that.
Okay. Thank you, Chris.
I hope that helps. Those are weird and obscure, but those are actually be everything that fixes the flat tires.
I love it. Okay.
I love it too. Come back and tell us how you're doing.
I will.
Okay. Have a great night. Ciao.
Bye.
Bye-bye. She's sweetie. All right. So we got Nancy. That was Nancy, right? 11 Nancy. All right. So what do I want to talk about next? We'll hold off on screen readings for just a minute. You guys have to tell me where we are left off in the personal readings. I'll talk a little bit about where we're going with Sirius Joy. Sirius Joy is turning into a non-linear television network. And that means that we're going to be creating television on the fly for people and individuals. Nothing like this is being done. And we feel we're way ahead of the curve. This comes down to a new, what's the word I'm looking for? Campaign, if you will. A campaign to actually leave social media. What? Yes, to some degree. What we've realized is that social media is doing a lot to work to keep us apart, actually, not bring us together. And I don't want to call out names, Facebook and other things like that, but there are social medias that simply are not letting us, access the people who follow us. People tell us they don't know the new show came up, didn't seem to be updated on their end. A lot of weird stuff that you'd think after 20 years companies would have figured out, right? And we do feel it's a deliberate thing just to kind of keep everybody locked up and in their corners. But this is the wrong time for us to do that. It's time for us to come together. And so Sirius Joy is now under major construction to start bringing people back to the mothership. What's the mothership? It is SiriusJoy.com is what it is. It is our main ship. And what we're going to have are public pages on this on our channels. One of the first things we're going to have are a page for every sign. But this will not be a page for every sign. This will be a TV network for every sign. Now, I say TV network, I mean very small TV right now with very small features. But the point is that if you register with Sirius Joy, and register means that you go through it says right at the top, register, and you click that and you fill out your date of birth and you fill out your email address. And you basically allow us to email you when we want to email you. And you pick out your nicknames, things like that. You also give us your chart information. And what will happen is we will actually process for you all of your data for astrology and have it in the background. Now, why does this make life any better? I can't afford to subscribe, you might say. You don't have to. But from that point on, if you watch the TV shows that we make at our mothership, and they'll be unfolding here in the next couple of weeks, you'll find that as you watch, there'll be live dynamic data of your chart coming up. That you'll see parts of yourself. So basically, you'll see how does this relate to you and your chart and your North Node and your this and your that. And so it's a dynamic addition to watching television. It's intelligent television, really put to the fifth dimension. And it's going to come down to you and then you helping us bring people around. We have got to get the word out. From what I understand, there might be periods where entire platforms go down, right? And if that's the case, I want you at my house because we're going to be serving lemonade and we're going to be, playing music and we'll be having a good time. And that's what our goal is in this community. Our goal is to be the light, right? To live in that light, to enjoy our life. And so it means we have to come together. We don't want to leave anyone behind. We don't want to leave anyone feeling alone and isolated when we love you. And it's going to be fine. And it's just a simulation anyways. It's not a big deal. We'll talk about that as we go through. So that is the Sirius Joy mothership that we'll be talking about here. You'll see us kind of blast off from time to time. And that's what we're talking about. That's at SiriusJoy.com. Now, if you want to get ahead of the game, you can. You can go down to SiriusJoy.com right now and you can register right now. And all you have to do is just stop right at register and not pay for the service. But why not just go one more step and pay $4 for the first 30 days? Try it. Because when you see the features you get with that $4, you're going to be blown away. And by the way, I know you might say, I've been a member of Sirius Joy. Oh, no, none of this one. You haven't. We're releasing a Sirius Joy that we've never had before, and you just got to come and see it. That's what I have to say. Some people said to us, my goodness, you guys have been. Well, we've had a lot of times difficulty going live on time, basically. That's because we are stretched to the brim. We don't have enough human resources. We don't have enough money. You know what I mean? Like, we are stretched, and we've also been processing our karma. So people can still volunteer for us and help us if you want to be a part of it. Volunteer. We hire completely from the volunteer list for the most part. These are called light runners, by the way. And light runners are our assistants that help us with everything from the graphics to distribution to talking to someone on our behalf. And if you want to sign up for that, you can. It's at SiriusJoy.org. SiriusJoy.org. Okay, so let's do a quick little break if we can. If you have a question, you can go to SiriusJoy.shop and get a question. We're going to do a question when I come back, and we're going to do something new, the emotional weather forecast. Keep streaming. If you're watching us on YouTube, please be kind and do subscribe to our YouTube channel at Sirius Joy TV. Please click like on this video, and if you don't mind, hit the bell button so you're notified, so we collectively defeat the algorithm overlords. The Sirius Joy Nonlinear TV network is simulcasting right now on many media affiliates, including Instagram, X.com, and Facebook, just to name a few. If you're watching us on YouTube, please be kind and do subscribe to our YouTube channel at Sirius Joy TV. Please click like on this video, and if you don't mind, hit the bell button so you're notified, so we collectively defeat the algorithm overlords. The Sirius Joy Nonlinear TV network is simulcasting right now on many media affiliates, including Instagram, X.com, and Facebook, just to name a few.
Since 1995, Sichi has infused every product with love. Our star is Sichi Cream, made with kombucha tea, organic and wild-crafted herbs, and essential oils. Its fresh citrus scent appeals to both men and women. Age gracefully with our rehydrating facial serum. Made with organic sea buckthorn berry extract, giving your face a healthy glow. Your skin will love you. Scan the QR code on your screen now for 20% off with promo code LOL.
All right, there we go. Yay. Thank you, Sichi, for being there for us. We're so grateful for you. And by the way, guys, Sichi's products are amazing. I mean, amazing. I to the very last drop, I even keep the bottles when it's done. Like, that's how good this product is. And you might think a little pricey. It is so rich. Okay, everything lasts a long time. It's really rich. It's made with real stuff. So, don't judge by a product by its price. Okay, I'm not saying that they're expensive. I'm saying people said that to me, and I'm like, y'all, you have no idea. You're getting like 5 bottles of shampoo in that thing. You know what I mean? It's really good. Just try one little thing if you're concerned. I think Sichi is a great way to go. So we're going to try something new here. We're doing live television. Well, I mean, live means live. That means we are figuring out as we go to some degree. And due to some complications we had this week, tons of them, they just seem to not stop. We actually did not get a chance to do our daily zodiac weather that we now call our emotional weather forecast. So I'm going to do kind of an emotional weather forecast right live here. Okay. We're going to talk about what's going on for everyone this week. And I'm just going to record this as we normally record. So you're actually seeing a live recording of this. And you'll see me screw up on my start over again. Who cares? Okay. All right. Now, first of all, let's start with the good old fashioned, as we all know it, kind of thing. Here we go. 1 second. Laying things out. Live television. One thing I think to survive in the future is going to be that you have to like be very consolidated with what you get out of what your time is. You have people and crew ready to go. You got to go forward with stuff and do it this way. Just do it the best way you can. And what I'm looking for here is the dates. Here we go. All right. Oh, wow, my goodness. It's going to be a bittersweet Leo full moon coming up, folks. Here we go. 1 second. I've got to get the dates down. But note to self, put the dates on the beat sheet for crying out loud. My goodness. 125 to 1. That'd be 2. Is it February 2nd it goes to? Yeah, someone help me out here. Yep. All right. We'll do it by full screen. Hello, friends. This is your Sirius Joy emotional weather forecast for a fabulous week that ends our January month and begins our February month. Dates below. As we begin this week, we want to tell you that this particular weather forecast is sponsored by Sirius Joy. We are calling all personnel back to the mothership. We'd like to come back to SiriusJoy.com and take a look at what we have to offer. We have a lot of free services now coming out and rolling out this week for people who are just stopping by. You'll find a channel for all 12 signs, amongst other things. And it wouldn't be a bad time to join SiriusJoy.com. For just $3.99, we'll get you in for 30 days and get you with a blast of truth every day in your pocket. So let's look at the week and what we have to do with the weather. I just realized that was me improvising because we had the wrong file up. I'll try it again. Here we go. We're getting good at this. We really are. Aha, I know what the problem is. Are you guys the kind of people like, I will like subconsciously put something back where it belongs. I will spend like an hour looking for it. And it was right where it belongs the whole time. Not funny? You gotta just trust yourself and your instincts. Trust your vibes, as Soket would say. Okay. Actually, guys, give me like a minute commercial here. Let me just look at this with some privacy and I'll be right back. Aquarius, welcome to another fabulous week. Happy birthday, if I haven't said so far. Well, for you, the mantra of the week is, I believe I am unique. And you are, Aquarius. You are unique. In fact, if you don't come out of the closet with how unique you are, you won't inspire the rest of us to come out of ours. You are going to lead us in this adventure, and you're going to lead us by being honorable to yourself and also loving yourself in the background. Last week, when the sun conjoined Pluto at 3 degrees, you may have come to the conclusion that you must believe in yourself always when it comes to the way you reply to yourself. No matter how you respond to yourself, it must come from the position of fully believing in yourself. You cannot come from the position of doubting yourself whatsoever. You must believe in yourself every time you have any response to yourself, whether that's official in the physical world, such as how you treat yourself literally, or how you treat yourself energetically on the inside. You must be according to what you believe in yourself. Now, that's going to lead to later in the week on Thursday, a new opinion about your behavior or a new opinion about your personality or a personality trait. Something you might have done all the time, such as crack jokes in the office or maybe be silent when you hear something stunning, whatever, some sort of little subtle reaction like that, you'll realize is inappropriate. And you'll realize it's time for a new approach to that situation. Now, with Neptune moving into Aries, it means that your spiritual mission now is to think of yourself on a much higher. All right. Hello, folks. We are back now. We're going to actually go through our bittersweet week. This week is going to be for the emotional weather forecast. Here we go. Now, going through the week, I want to say right now, this is going to be meeting our ancient future. That's the theme for Aquarius. Daiki Okamoto and I did a mega monthly report that we recorded live. It's available at Sirius Joy. And also in all, I think it's, yes, I think it's been released to everything, went live everywhere. Now, we talked about this month ahead. This Aquarius month is bumpy. It's turbulent. That's why I have us flying through the friendly skies here behind me, because we're going to be flying through a lot of air turbulence. Air turbulence is people shooting their hot air mouths off, right? And calling each other names and whatnot. But what's going to happen is you're actually going to meet what I call your ancient future. I talk about this in the Countdown 2026 webinars, that I believe that we're actually going to go into a new lifetime. This is a whole new lifetime. In fact, I think there's been some cheating upstairs from the company of heaven and some rewriting of timelines to where we actually create a new life as if we incarnated, but we didn't. It's almost like we're all becoming a walk into our own life. That's what it feels like. And this will happen. Actually in the next few weeks. We have special dates that we'll be announcing these on. And for some purposes, we want to actually release these dates in a very careful way. So these are called way dates. And the only way you will know about the way dates is if you are a member of our Enchanted community, or if you are a member of Sirius Joy community, or if you are a member of our actually class for Countdown 2026. You can watch the lecture and you'll be in these things. The reason is there's a very delicate explanation of how this works. It's complicated. We're talking about Mystery Science School kind of stuff, right? And we're giving it away pretty much to students who are entry level, but we want to make sure we do it responsibly. So you have to have you have to know how to read the data to do the data. But looking ahead of this week, it's a bittersweet Leo full moon week. That's because we have a full moon at 13 degrees Leo. That means shifts going to hit the fan. Everyone's going to have a temper tantrum energy. And this is going to ultimately cause things to reboot, if you will. If I'm not mistaken here. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Sometimes I get my weeks totally confused. So without further ado, let's go ahead and tape our week to weeks, day to days. Okay. On Monday, it's partly cloudy and stabilizing. The moon is in Taurus, and we're at step 6 on Monday. That's a creative resting and receiving day. It's a day where you're going to open up and accept the fact that you belong with yourself, that you are the best custodian to your life, that you know what is best for you. And so take that, mom, and take that, dad. Energetically, you could say we have a temperamental teenager on our hands here, and this is building up to a big breakdown with the full moon in Leo later in this week. The daily question to ask yourself on Monday is, how am I opening up to belonging with myself on a new level? If you're going to open up and belong with yourself, you've got to do new things. Maybe new things that prove to yourself that you're really good at what you do, or that you're really good with yourself. Now, what makes this really fascinating is this gets kind of a boost during the day. At 12:34 p.m., Neptune will move into Aries. This is a big deal. The last time Neptune moved into Aries was last year. And the time before that was actually when Abraham Lincoln was president. That's how far back we're talking. What it means is that your new lifetime is preparing to be developed. You are downloading now this new spiritual mission into your ego, which we now call the WeGo. And this is about moving forward with being your unique self. So on Monday, what you do is you open up and you accept who you are. And because the moon's in Taurus, in the late stages of Taurus, really transiting across the Pleiades at the very end of the transit, it means that you'll ultimately manifest this into a blueprint for what to do. So it's a powerful Monday. It's a sleepy Monday. Get your rest on Sunday night because you're not going to have a hard time staying awake in my meeting, at least on Monday morning. All right, moving on. This is your week ahead. Tuesday, sunny and inspired. We are sunny and inspired today because step 7 rules a day. This is the Neptune ruled degree. And this means that intuition is just pouring in. And this is a big thing and a good thing. Now, what's interesting is, intuition, Pisces, comes just before Aquarius. So you have like a strong, thorough put to your higher self on this day. This is a day where you belong following your path. Just follow your path. And if that path is not a straight path, welcome to the club. Nobody walks in a straight line, okay? Nobody. Even people who are trying for sobriety tests and are sober. It's a hard thing to do. But ultimately, what you have to do is be inspired by your higher self, your little intuitions. If you're having a hard time connecting to your intuition today, it's because you are not protecting yourself and you're not forgiving yourself. The magic words of forgiveness is, I am okay. It's okay. It's okay. I'm okay. It's okay. I'm okay. Now, in the evening of Tuesday, things do heat up. Mars in Aquarius will conjunct Pluto at step 3. This means you might be tested on your belief in yourself. So you might conjure up some sort of a big test where everyone calls you a liar and you have to stand there and defend yourself. And you just needed that to feel stronger about this. It could also be a moment where you discover that you were really poor at protecting your beliefs because Uncle Bob quickly talked you into thinking that you are, actually an alien, and you believe that crap for about 4 minutes. Okay. So you're going to maybe discover, holes in your belief in yourself. But remember, it's a step 7 day, which means Tuesday is about the spiritual lesson. The spiritual lesson is, how far have you evolved in this last year? All right, moving on to Wednesday. Here we go. Wednesday, it is sunny and chatty. The moon moves into Gemini. This is one of the reasons why things are chatty, but also because step 8 rules a day, and we are ready to make some decisions about our life. Now, what you're deciding really is the vibe you want to be. What kind of vibe are you? A psychedelic vibe, a cool vibe, a fun vibe? What kind of vibe are you? And this vibe alive kind of approach is going to get you through the whole year. We're going to return and return and return back to our vibe day after day after day at SiriusJoy.com, the mothership, when we start broadcasting the truth. When that happens energetically, you're going to feel very solid. And that's the key. You know you made the right decision because you feel it. You feel it. We all feel the right decision. We just don't have proof. Now, our feelings turn out to be not something silly, but broadband internet for spirit. So if you just start to trust those feelings, you'll be in a good place. But here's a question to ask yourself. What self-limiting belief are you shaking off? You probably have some belief you tell yourself that you adopted from your mom or your mean uncle or your school teacher in second grade. And you've been playing that belief over and over again when really your heart doesn't feel it's true. So look for false beliefs. Look for things inside yourself and your heart that just will not go forward the way they're supposed to. And look for a possibility that maybe you decide differently this year. Maybe you always decide to help others first. Maybe you always decide to give to charity first. Maybe you should come first. Maybe that's been the problem the whole time. Check it out. All right, moving on to Thursday. On Thursday, it's sunny and compelling. That's because step 9 rules the day. It's time to come alive on step 9 and move forward and take action when it comes to belonging with yourself. So if you say you belong with yourself and you've got holes in your shoes, you sure haven't been lately belonging with yourself. If you say you belong yourself and you have not taken the time to fill out the paperwork for a grant or a scholarship, I don't think you do belong with yourself. You seem to belong with someone else, okay? You're not married to you, that's for darn sure. This is a day where you will be judged by yourself, by your own actions. So a question you might answer for the day is, where do I not belong today? Where do I not belong? And this would be, of course, comparing yourself to yesterday. So compare yourself to yesterday. Where do you not belong today? Why? What's changed? What flipped as far as that energy was concerned? Now, the other aspect today is probably some tests of ego. The moon is in Gemini, so it'll be a very easy day for us to shoot our hot mouth off, to say the wrong thing on social media, to get banned on one other platform, all because we did not check our heart before we spewed that off. So, basically, mouths are shooting without thinking or asking questions, and it's very important. But it will be a compelling day. Now, Mercury in Aquarius will conjunct Venus at 14 degrees on this day. So that means that you're going to come to a new opinion about daily life. And not just a new opinion like, I think I should get this color. A new opinion is I think I'm in the wrong town. I think I'm in the wrong program for education. I think this is not a good time to do this. And how do I test if I'm crazy or not? Your heart goes, I want it. I really want it. And if your heart wants it and your mind thinks it, so it is. Moving on to Friday. Here we go. On Friday, it's cloudy and quiet. The moon begins in Gemini, so it's a very heady morning, but then shifts into Cancer for some moodiness and turbulence. I talked about the turbulence. Well, this will be mostly is on Friday, step 10 Aquarius. Now, step 10 Aquarius is a Taurus energy. It's to manifest and materialize what we want to see have happen in our lives. But on this particular day, that dangling zero can be brutal because Aquarius is so unpredictable. And, I have a feeling in Aquarius, it's not going to manifest in a linear fashion. In other words, you're going to let's say you order, an outfit on Amazon. The first thing you get are the socks. Oh, great. And then the next day, the shoes. Oh, great. What about the top? You might just get this in different pieces and it may not come together to the final end. That's why you have to protect it. You got to give it the space and give it some time. Don't worry. You will not end up on stage before you belong on stage. We're in the age of Aquarius. Things will not happen if they don't belong that way. But it'll take a long time for you to have trust in this. So this is an exercise in trust. A key question to ask yourself is, what rule or boundary would help my heart feel safe? So you could say to yourself, you know what, I'm not going to even record this until I feel this much sleep. Or you know what, I'm going to schedule this once I've done the pre-production. Or you know what, I'm going to draw a line here and say, if we talk about this, I'm not here, I'm not going to do it. So a lot of times we are afraid because we have not applied appropriate boundaries. We've not said where it's going to stop. And I'm all aboard that. If I was a nervous system of you and you had no stop planned, I'd be freaking out also. So we've got to be conscious about that and be conscious that everything of consciousness is conscious and self-aware. All right. And then we go over the weekend. Okay. Over the weekend is a very transformative weekend. We start with step 10, move to step 11, step 12, and step 13 in one weekend. Let's throw down first to Saturday. On Saturday, it's partly sunny and hopeful for the collective consciousness. Our emotions are focusing on emotions. That's because the moon is in Cancer. So you're going to be feeling all the feels. And you're going to be feeling all the feels and what you feel about them. Now, because we just had the sun in Capricorn, you're really in a good place to be strong and decide how you want to feel. Damn it. And I think you should put your foot down and decide how you want to feel. That's when you will come into your step 11. It's step 11 that rules Saturday. So you're coming into your integrity. That means I love myself and I love my life. That's integrity. If you're in love with yourself and your life, in that moment, you are in integrity. And that adds to it too, so you feel it. Now, here's a key question. What could I do to maintain this feeling of self-love? That's a very good question. There's not like a Tupperware dish for feelings, is there? Because I'd like a few, right? I love to store some feelings, be able to huff them in and feel better later one day. Now, I don't think there's necessarily something to maintain the feeling better than SiriusJoy.com. I'm not kidding, because when you're a subscriber, we text message you just when we know you might feel bad. There's no service in the world that does that. So give us a try at least. It's only $3.99 for the first month. But also, try having different things in place. When you start to feel bad, have a friend you can go to. Have a thought or memory that you want to pull up. Have a video that you want to watch on your phone. Have something ready for the baby when it starts crying, okay? You want to be there for that child, inner child. And the more you're there for the inner child, the more you can be there for the world, and the world will be there for you. So on this day, what you belong doing this day is, I'm missing it. Yeah, it's missing here. I belong statement is missing. Oh, it's I belong embodied. And I belong embodied means that we are the living version of self-care. We're the living version of self-nurturing. We are the new age because we feel we are. And so it is, right? Now, that's when we come in integrity and we're like, oh my God, thank God. What a hard week. I came into integrity. This first week of Aquarius has been intense. But guess what? Step 12 hits. And what happens is step 12 then opens the door now for you to energetically feel something new on the other horizon. You see, once you feel like you're in integrity and you're vibing integrity, guess what? You will law of attract some miracles. And I mean some miracles, y'all. I mean some miracles that I've seen, all right? There is stuff happening I just can't say on the air yet, all right? Stuff I just will not say on the air yet. Like, that's one reason why we're going to the mothership too. We don't want to be called batshit crazy. But at the end of the day, stuff's starting to happen. Powers are turning on. And so you might have a hell of a miracle between Saturday morning and Sunday morning, all right? This is because there's something that's going to trigger you to change what your heart really wants with the full moon. The full moon is on Sunday at 5:09 p.m. It's at 13 degrees Leo. And this full moon is going to help you have a temper tantrum like you've never had before, because you're going to be realizing that you have kept yourself in a box. You've kept yourself from having the joy that you want. You've not allowed yourself to be that royal pain in the ass that you really are. And guess what? Right now, it looks like royal pains in the ass do very well in public, right? Maybe we're all supposed to be one. Maybe that's the lesson. But the lesson has to be coming from the heart, not the angry mind, not the angry ego. You can't come from anger, can't come from those negative feelings. No one will listen to you. No one will listen to you. No one wants to feel that stuff. The only thing that's going to get through that bulletproof whatever with your lover or your mother or your father or your brother is going to be your heart saying, I believe this is true and I hope you can join me. And if we aren't joined by our friends and family, they'll be joined by us later in the attraction. So we don't have to get everyone on our side. The only person you have to get on your side this week is yourself. And that's all we have for the emotional weather. We'll be right back after this. If you're watching us on YouTube, please be kind and do subscribe to our YouTube channel at Sirius Joy TV. Please click like on this video, and if you don't mind, hit the bell button so you're notified, so we collectively defeat the algorithm overlords. The Sirius Joy Nonlinear TV network is simulcasting right now on many media affiliates, including Instagram, X.com, and Facebook, just to name a few.
Since 1995, CiCi has infused every product with love. Our star is CiCi Cream, made with kombucha tea, organic and wild-crafted herbs, and essential oils. Its fresh citrus scent appeals to both men and women. Age gracefully with our rehydrating facial serum. Made with organic sea buckthorn berry extract, giving your face a healthy glow. Your skin will love you. Scan the QR code on your screen now for 20% off with promo code LOL.
You started your business for freedom, but somewhere along the way, it turned into chaos. You're trying to fit your unique vision into someone else's blueprint, and it's leaving you feeling overwhelmed and second-guessing your every move. That's exactly why we created From Chaos to Clarity, your 12-week live business intensive. We give you the courage to claim your voice, the clarity to build your unique framework, and the conviction to lead your business your way. You'll get live power hours to hone your strategy and weekly accountability sprints to make sure the work actually gets done. Stop following, start building. You don't need to do it all alone. clarity is closer than you think.
Closer than you think. Hi. It is closer than you think. It's right here. And we love you here at Sirius Joy. We are going to be doing this show. If you didn't catch the memo, this is going to be a new live show on Sundays. Today, we're kind of like putting our footprint down and messing with the algorithms. I want to let you know that we have the Soul Horoscopes weekly show coming up in 30 minutes here. So if you're watching live, go get yourself a bite to eat, something, a friendly martini, which is a proteini, something that has protein in it or something really healthy for you, and sit down and watch the show. These horoscopes are phenomenal. I'm talking about what's happening this week, of course, but I'm actually giving you a big picture perspective as well. And this is an example I want to talk about our intelligent television coming to Sirius Joy on the mothership. For instance, this week when you watch your horoscope, you'll find that I talk to you and I give you some great pointy information, but you're not quite sure where that applies to you. If you were a registered Sirius Joy member, a member of the community, not necessarily a subscriber, then you would find under that window on SiriusJoy.com, you would find information about your personal chart that relates to what I'm talking about. That's right. That's right. We're giving away all sorts of great, phenomenal information about you. This feature will begin next week, by the way. And if you're a subscriber to Sirius Joy, guess what? You get all the programming early. Sirius Joy subscribers get the Namaste Today, which is now Soul Horoscopes, sometime on Friday, when as soon as it's out of the oven and fresh and hot, we put it out there. We also give them access to LOL, the Saturday Night Show, and Astro Saturday Night Show as early as Friday. So you can like kind of watch when you want to and have access to your scopes early. So, we don't do it to the general public till Sunday. So everyone gets a lead start here at Sirius Joy. It's the one thing we can do for you helping us. We appreciate it. We want to tell you also we have some great things coming out in the future for Sirius Joy as well. So keep a listen. We really appreciate you helping us and just hanging out with us. Your energy on any of the shows, on any of the platforms helps us to just get that word out. And that's what's important. We've got to bring the people and members of light into their heart. And we've got to provide like a daily mantra to tune your heart. And that's what Sirius Joy is, that daily mantra. So again, we'll be starting the show every day this week at 4 p.m. Pacific, which is 7 p.m. Eastern. So 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 Pacific. It will go from Sunday tonight until Thursday. As obviously we lead into Namaste Today, which is now Soul Horoscopes on Sunday nights. It's going to be great. And we'll lead into LOL. Here's the other announcement I have for you. LOL will no longer be available to the general public on Wednesdays. They'll have to wait till Saturday night also. So we're taking that down and broadcasting that only to our Sirius Joy subscribers. So when you're a subscriber to Sirius Joy, you have a lot of many perks. You get to see things early. You get to give your opinions on certain things as we're developing it. We are a co-creative environment, so we put ideas out there and logos and stuff. And it's time to build quite a parade. We've got something called the Rhythm of Ascension coming up soon. We're talking about what that is, but it's time for our tribe to celebrate and have a good time and build up affiliates in every city in the world. So it's time to do it. Okay, Morgan and Soul Horoscopes, Q code and Threema. Okay. All right, I'm not sure what he's doing. They want to put a QR code for Soul Horoscopes. I don't know in Threema. But I'll tell you, I think we're ready to wrap up. There it is in the corner there. If you want to watch Soul Horoscopes, you guys, that is the link that will take you straight to the show in 30 minutes. Get in there, let the countdown start, walk away from your computer, but leave the volume up. And you'll hear me come on live with the whole show. It's a good show. We had such a chaotic week, and we got the thing done. So we're really happy. And we're really happy to be of service to you. If you have any ideas you want to share with us, share them. And you can come down to SiriusJoy.shop if you want to join our email list. So join our email list so you can be in the know. You can be part of the community. And we got so many cool things coming up. So you guys have a happy Sunday. I love you. Live, love, be.